Here we go. Man 24 sparks evacuation at French hospital after doctors find an 8-inch long live World War I artillery shell in his rectum, in his vestibule, everyone.
Okay. First of all, I think we do need to divulge to you that St. Street Justice Hospital, of which we are of course, as you know, the chief administrators and
Yes.
board members, that we are right now locked into a legal battle with France to have this man evacuated to our facility
Absolutely. So that we can say
properly.
properly say, you don't get any services, sir.
No, no. Okay. But now I want to give the 24-year-old a compliment.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
I'm going to give him his flowers.
Okay.
Okay. You don't often see 24-year-olds who are interested in history. Okay.
Such a
Who takes such a
subcutaneous
keen
level.
interest.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. A keen interest in history. Okay. A lot of people, maybe they read about World War One. Okay. Maybe they watch a movie or something. Okay. But what 24-year-olds do you know who say, you know what, I want to envelop this history. I want this history to be a part of me. I want to know World War One in the most intimate and personal and anal of ways. That to me is something that let's just start there before we annihilate this person's fragile character. Because are you willing to go that far in your research?
I'm sorry, Angela. Did you say that you're worried about annihilating his character?
Oh no, I'm not. What I'm saying is it's going to happen.
Because
his
I
character
think
is going to be annihilated. He's asked for it. There's nothing we can do. This is just a matter of international law. There's nothing we can do about it. We are absolutely required.
Because I believe that he's already annihilated his anus, and therefore, in terms of international law, he has bypassed his character.
Okay, I can hear that, but I do you agree with me though that do you willing to do you take that level of interest in World War I armaments?
Oh, you know what, Angela? I'm a neophyte in terms of
well, I mean,
of history, this kind of history study. Let's think.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
we'll get to why I'm going to give him this, because when I read 24, my eyes had a really hard time with that, because I really thought, like you, that we had done this story, and we have done this story, but it was another person who's, I think, more of the appropriate age, more of the age that you would think of would take such an interest.
That's right.
Well, so I just wanted to give him that credit off the top, that this young man said, you know what, reading about World War I, not enough for me. Not enough for me.
Not enough.
Firsthand accounts. I want to know what it felt like.
Well, here's a quote.
Inside.
Here's a quote. He was in a state of extreme.
Or was he?
Of extreme discomfort, having inserted a large object up his rectum, said an investigating source.
What are you investigating? I will say, and nowhere in here does it suggest that he went in there and said he didn't know it was wrong.
No.
that he was hanging curtains and fell on it, or it's very simply, it sounds like he went in there and said, look, I inserted this World War I shell into my rectum, and it's a problem.
Okay, I'm just going to say, I'm gonna argue another thing, and I hate, Your Honor. I know we're on the same side, okay? But I hate to bring this up, but I don't think
you ladies, we have other people for the other side. This is not.
But I want to. This is in my mind, and I got to get it off my chest, Your Honor. Okay? I don't think he put this up there by himself. I don't think that.
Oh, you think they were accomplices?
I think this is my issue. You 24
Mhm.
years old. Where you get this from?
Well,
Who
this is
know
the
about
thing.
this? Okay.
This is the thing that I was really shocked to learn that this wasn't like he had held was a family heirloom or something that grandpa had and great grandpa had. No, no. I doesn't say where he in particular found it, but apparently every year they call what do they call it? The
Iron
harvest,
harvest.
the iron harvest. And that
Yeah.
they're still to this day finding unexploded and armaments all over.
Isn't that
And so when
crazy?
farmers go through their harvest every year, they call it the iron harvest. It's disturbing. Especially like what was I watching? I was watching some movie where these soldiers like jumped out and started running across the field, and I was like, yo, 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 wait. Yo, 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 yo. That's a field that I know there was some World War II in on.
Yes.
So that's just amazing. So basically they had to carry emergency surgery. And that's, when they realized that, the it had not exploded. And that's a problem. Because that's its job.
Well,
And it can happen at any moment.
all I can think about in this moment is, the Bugs Bunny exploding cigar bits, right? The exploding
I don't
cigar. And I'm
specifically
like,
remember it, but I think I can guess.
but
Yeah.
I'm like, you did that to your butt.
Yeah.
We over at Saint Street Justice, we're gonna have to have a conversation
Oh,
about
several.
your do you deserve a rectum? Okay?
Well, I think
Because we don't
think
put
that-
bombs in it, okay?
No, and I think that is I think it's a really good question. We got to ask you, do you value it? Let's find out what it's like for you to not have use of it.
Thank you. Staff and patients.
Maybe we
were-
sew it shut for just a few days, weeks.
Let's see what
I don't know.
happens.
Let's see
Okay?
what happens.
Staff and patients were evacuated from the hospital.
I want to see, I hope they told every single person they were pushing out that hospital, we are moving you because that boy over there, see that, Philippe stuck a World War I bomb up his ass.
Yeah. Look at him. I give him the hairy eyeball as I roll you
That's
out
right,
of
I'm taking you
ICU past
to the parking lot
his
while the bomb
armament
squad-
behind.
because of him.
Him, that one.
The 1918 shell.
It's over 100 years old. You put
Over
something in
100
your
years old.
behind. Oh, that's over 100 years old.
I need to know, did he wash it?
Well, and that's all I thought about was the rusty parts, Angela.
It's like, did he wash it? Was it clean?
That was my
Did he
first
use
thought.
Some kind of lube? Like what? I
Or
don't.
did you look at that and go, yeah, that's got jaggly bits.
Jaggly.
Jaggly bits.
Yeah, that's got jaggly bits.
It's got jaggly bits.
You mean like he was attracted to the rust? Like he's like, ooh,
I
that's
don't- you know what?
saucier.
I do not know what
I
goes on
know.
in people's minds. I don't know what your kink
don't either.
is. But
But this is what how long did he have? I want to know where he found it. How long he had it in his possession before he thought
Possession?
about putting his butt. Did he think about putting his butt from the minute he saw it? Like I got questions.
and I also
Has
need
he-
to know how long it's been in there. Okay.
Well, yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. What I can tell you for sure is that it's longer than a minute. When I tell you, we know for real that for somebody to actually go to the hospital with this condition, we're talking 2 to 3 days usually
Exactly.
at the minimum.
At the minimum.
And if they can function with it out of sight, that could be months. Okay. But
Yep.
if they can't, and this looks like some part of it had to be hanging out. Like it seems very long.
It's very long. It's metal. I'm going to tell you, okay,
It
the
must have been
patient.
chilly.
Are you chilly?
Like,
Yeah.
no,
I
it must have
know.
been chilly.
I know.
I mean, it's chilly out.
Maybe, the patient, a French national, was set to be interviewed by police.
Not for long. You know they're gonna kick him out. You know
As
they are not. They are not gonna let him be
prosecutors
French after this.
contemplated legal action against him for handing a category A munitions For handling, a category A, munitions. Okay, handling. There were no hands involved. You need to say assling. He was buttling.
Posterior-ing?
He was Thank you.
Also, it was a Nazi
rectuming.
shell. It's a Nazi shell, too.
Okay.
So
And-
does that make it okay? Because part of me goes, okay, it seems disrespectful to Nazis, so I'm down with that. Like,
Well,
what do you?
this is,
Or
I'm
do you
like,
think it's a celebration of
this
Nazism?
is my problem. This is my problem with it. Okay, he's 24 years old. There's a far right
right.
faction
movement
movement in France.
Mhm.
There's a kink aspect to it.
What's her name? Le Pen. What's her name?
Yes. So what my brain does when I put all of those data points together, what my mind does is says, I see costume play. I see a older sugar daddy, and I see we had some problems in what was going down. That's because we don't have his name. We don't know what happened.
No, we don't. No.
Something ain't right here.
Something right here. This is what I don't understand. The French, they don't usually protect people like this.
No.
Like, I want to know his name. I want to know his name, and can I have his citizenship? Because I will treat it better. Like, I just, what I don't understand is, and then it goes on in this article to say that the La Dépêche newspaper writes that the medical staff in Toulouse are accustomed to treating victims injured during sexual games. Toulouse.
It is Toulouse. You know what? We may have to say Toodaloo. To Toulouse.
But this man used the 37 millimeter brass and copper shell that was 20 centimeters long and used by the Imperial German Army towards the end of the First World War. So this was First World War, so they're not really Nazis, but they're the precursor.
Right. Well, we thought that we had done this story because in 2022,
that's right,
doctors were also left shell-shocked after an 88-year-old Frenchman, because they like to apparently arrived at a hospital with a World War I bomb stuck in his bottom.
That's right. This was in Toulon.
Okay, what is going on? Toulon.
Hospital Saint Mousse or Mus in Toulon. It was also a bomb square. They didn't think there was any real risk of it exploding inside of him. But see, that man was 88. And I remember when we did this story, we were shocked, dismayed, all these things, but it felt right, like appropriate.
Yeah.
In some way.
And if he wanted to go out with a bang, go ahead.
Right. He had earned the right. He was 88. Okay. Now, the fact that it was a bomb that was dangerous to people was the problem.
Right.
Obviously. And also, I don't know how many ways we got to say this. They make products for this.
Girl, and I mean, if your thing is metal, they have a metal one. Okay?
I mean, that you can get out because they think about that. They're like, you know what? They got to get this back out.
One of my favorite songs when I was a kid was "What Goes Up Must Come Down."
I'm going to tell you something. I feel like your child musical tastes were very, very pedantic. They were just banal and
banal. Let me
tell you. What you sang at Stephanie's last karaoke? Well, you were all really
Rubber Band Man.
Rubber Band Man. And I remember I tried to warn you that you didn't remember how long Rubber Band Man was.
Okay, and they say Rubber Band Man a lot.
That's
Rubber
all they
Band
really
Man. Rubber Band Man.
And you were up there, you were like, I'm getting tired. I was like, I told you that this is a really
Rubber Band Man. Rubber Band Man. Rubber Band Man. Rubber band man.
Look at her by the end of it. It was just, it felt cruel to watch. You have to
Rubber band man.
rubber band.
Rubber band man.
Yeah, she was sweating. It was like,
It was hot.
like, it was like Chariots of Fire or something,
Ooh.
but like
Ooh.
sadder. So this is what I'm telling you is this man is 24, and all I am saying before he gets voted for Idiot of the Week is that we have a moment as a lover of history, as a history major. I was just pleased to see a 24-year-old taking this kind of interest. I would just say, let's turn that interest down. Let's just turn that interest down. Maybe it's more than a little. I would turn down a lot. Let's get back to books and movies.
I agree with you, Angela. Okay, because I don't care about him. Okay.
No, he doesn't deserve a rectum.
Rectum, I
You're
barely
right.
knew him.